Good morning, everyone. I've just been doing a little bit of life admin. I hung out my washing and I have done those little breakfast cups this morning. They were so delicious. I ended up eating 2 of them and now I'm really full because they were really good, like kind of high protein snacks. It had like the spinach and mushroom and egg and everything. So super easy recipe if you're wanting to meal prep some stuff that you can grab when you're running out the door, because I've got a couple of them left over. So I'm going to make Jazz eat one tonight so he can taste test it. But I actually have a few things I want to do today, so I thought it would be a fun little vlog to share. I also really want to do another plaster art to go up on my wall. I've got this area where there's like a switchboard. I'll show you. This is it, just above the little DIY cabinet I made, and the switchboard is right there on the wall. I don't know why they did that, but I've really wanted to cover it up ever since. So I ended up finding this framed stretch canvas from Kmart. I think this was literally only $14 and it's quite a decent size. So I'm thinking that would be the perfect way to pop that over the top of that ugly switchboard. But of course the canvas kind of needs something on it, and that brings me to wanting to do a little DIY plaster art. So if you've been around here for a while, you would know my OG plaster art video I made when I was having a really shitty day, and it ended up randomly going super viral. It's got like 170,000 views, and I really did not refine my technique before doing that. I had no idea that many people were going to watch it, so I'm going to have another go today. I've gone to Bunnings and rebought like a finer kind of comb thing to do a little bit of the sweeping pattern. I've got the plaster, everything that I need, so I'm going to do that DIY. And I also had a couple of little deliveries, so maybe I'll do a little bit of a haul and show you through them now. First one is this cloud looking makeup headband. It's like a kind of terry toweling sort of fabric, and if you are on TikTok at all, you would see every single little makeup girl wearing these, and I really wanted one, so I bought the kind of rip-off version from Amazon, and it was literally only $15. Next thing I was influenced to buy are some cute little bamboo utensils. I got these for $6 from Kmart, and I thought they would look really nice styled up on my bench space. Now this one I was absolutely stoked that I got my hands on. It is the little white clay looking jewelry divider from Kmart. This was only $6, but I had to order mine online because they were constantly sold out in store, and I finally got my hands on one, so I'm going to open it up and we can see how it looks. Last thing I got in the mail was my foundation from Lust Minerals. This is my absolute favorite makeup, and it's what I'm actually wearing at the moment. This is the Pro Liquid Finish Foundation in shade 6, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this mineral makeup. It looks so nice on. I always get compliments when I'm wearing it. I usually use shade 5, but because it's the warmer months and I've got a slight tan, I'm using 6. This is kind of what that looks like for reference, and I usually blend it with another foundation in a slightly lighter shade, and then it ends up being absolutely perfect for my skin. I also have a discount code for this as well. It is emma.caitlain to save money off your order. This is what the little jewelry divider dish looks like. I actually can't really touch that because it's like this Oh, it's kind of like terracotta or something. It's giving me goosebumps, but it does have some little feet underneath it as well, so it doesn't kind of scratch up whatever surface you put it on. So I think I'll have to end up styling that up in another video for my bedroom. Last thing to update on are my little Slow Living Co. daily planners. I'll link it in the description box down below if you want to purchase one from the Etsy store, but I've actually just slashed the price of these down to $10 each. So they are a 50-page cardboard backed little planner, and they have a whole bunch of sections to help you get on top of your day and on top of your goals. And you're also supporting a sustainable small business. So there's some intention setting, you can do some habit tracking, a to-do list, meal tracking, notes, and self-care, which is super important to remind yourself to do. So I'll leave that in the description box down below. So I thought I'd just briefly touch on everything you need if you also want to do a little plaster art canvas situation. So this one is the frame stretch canvas from Kmart, and I got mine in the size 16 by 20 inch, which is 40 by 50 centimeters. And this was the biggest one they had in this kind of style. I know if you can go to some other arts and crafts store, you can definitely get bigger canvases, but of course the bigger they are, the more expensive they're going to be. The best bit about this is it actually pops out of the frame. So instead of having to worry about taping up the frame to protect the rest of that while doing the DIY on the canvas, I can simply pop that out and have the two separate pieces, and then I'll place it back in there when I'm done. The other thing you'll need is some plaster, of course. So the one that I got is just from Bunnings, and I can't remember how much this cost, but it was very inexpensive. You just ask anyone in the store and they'll be able to direct you to where to find it. So this is called Multi-Purpose Joint Compound. I'll leave all of this stuff in the description box down below just to make it easier for you, but this is the one that I've got. It's quite a big tub of it because I thought I was going to do a couple of DIYs and I would have needed a bit more, but you can definitely get smaller tubs as well so that it doesn't kind of go off after one use. So this is 2.25 kilos, which is quite a lot. The next thing is this little adhesive spreader, also from Bunnings. I think this literally cost me $1, and I got it in the 4mm size, so the teeth are very close together. Last time I did the plaster art, I think I had like the 10mm one, and it was just way too big to kind of give that really beautiful kind of scraped in effect. So I thought I would grab this one instead. I also just have a general craft palette type thing, and this is just to initially scrape the plaster on with. So you can easily find this at pretty much any craft store, and that is it. So we are all ready to go to create this little DIY. So this is the kind of effect you could start getting if you're just using the palette knife only, and that is basically just a really rough textured. You can build it up in certain areas as well and kind of sweep over it. You could also add some color if that's something that you wanted, but I find that when this dries, it dries pretty creamy white, so it doesn't really seem to be an issue, even though it's going on in a little bit of a tinge of gray at the moment. So I'm actually going to try and put some shapes into mine, but I may end up just coming back to something like this as well. This is where I've ended up with now. I've got a full solid base put on the canvas, and now I'm going to try and put some shapes in it, but if they don't go well, I'll probably just revert back to something nice and plain like this, because it's still going to be a really beautiful textural piece of art. So let's give it a go. So this is what I've ended up with, which I'm pretty happy. I did like putting the shapes in. I just had to have a couple of goes to kind of get it right how I wanted, but I think that's really nice. And now I need to leave it for at least 24 hours just to ensure the plaster all dries properly. So that is a hot tip. You must wait, because if you try and hang it or touch it in any way, it's probably not going to be dry yet. So that is my little plaster art DIY done for now, and I'll update you when I hang it up on the wall. Time for my little afternoon pick-me-up. I've kind of given up coffee and replaced it with these Magic Mind wellness shots, and these are full of so many good ingredients. It's got matcha to boost your energy, adaptogens to help you relax, nootropics to keep you focused, and honey for happy vibes. They've actually just released a new formula as well. It's called Magic Mind 4.0, and it's using nanotech to mix the ingredients a lot better than the previous versions. So it used to take maybe like 30 minutes to take effect, and now it's only 3 to 5 minutes until you're feeling much calmer and you get that little energy boost as well. They've also added vitamin B complex that improves cellular and brain functions, and agave instead of honey to keep it sweet, but now 100% vegan friendly. I'm super excited to try the new version, but if you want to get your hands on it now, you can just head to their website and use my discount code, which will get you 20% off your order. I'll just pop it on screen now, and I'll also leave all of the links and information in the description box down below. This is such a nice little replacement for your afternoon coffee, and I would definitely recommend keeping them in the fridge because that's sort of how I like to drink them. The next thing that's been on my to-do list literally ever since I moved into this apartment months ago has been to clean out these island bench cupboards. So I'm very thankful that it has storage. When I did the rental inspection, I actually didn't notice whether or not it had cupboards in the island, so that's excellent, but they are literally just full of garbage. Honestly, there is mess in every single one. I've got my plates and things in here, but there's just all this random stuff shoved in there. And then this one down the end is just chockers full of vitamins and pantry stuff that I just haven't sorted out yet. So I really want to do a really good declutter and clean of all 3 of those cupboards and get them more organized, whether that means buying some storage things or simply just decluttering what's in there. That is so much better now. It is so much more organized, but I definitely think I need to get a couple of storage things to sort of organize all of my little vitamins and things on. So I've just been looking on Kmart and I came across a couple of spice racks and things. So I think I might actually order these because I also want to do a little bit of a pantry makeover as well. So I'm going to measure up my space and figure out how many I can get. But I think even just 2 of these side by side would look really good together. I think something like this would work really well. These are 3-tiered shelves and they're only $6 each, and it's kind of like this non-slip material, which would also be really handy just in terms of things not falling off and moving around in there. So I'm going to pop through an online order and grab a couple of those. I have a small outdoor area update to share with you guys as well. I ended up getting my hands on one of the textured tables from Kmart, and I know it's supposed to be for the indoors, but I put it outside because it's got a covered roof over the top of my balcony anyway, so it's safe out here. But I think it looks really, really nice. My chair is from IKEA. The big pot here is from Country Road. That faux plant is also from Kmart, and then just a little citronella candle so I don't get eaten alive. This black basket was an old Kmart one, but I believe that won't be in stock anymore. So I just thought I would show you this because I've come out here to get my sheets so I can remake my bed. That's pretty much everything I have time for today, but a few of you have been asking me if I could show a little bit more cooking on this channel, so I thought I would show you what I'm going to make for dinner tonight since it is a Wednesday and Jazz will be coming over. So I've got a faux recipe. I bought like a recipe based thing from Coles, and then I've got a couple of ingredients to put with it, so fingers crossed it turns out okay, but I thought I would give that a go for a little bit of a healthy dinner idea. So I'm going to pop those clips in now and I'll show you all the ingredients and everything that I use, and hopefully it turns out okay. So thanks for hanging out with me for the day, and like I said, hang around because I'm going to pop the dinner recipe in now. And also a super quick reminder, if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below and give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps push my content out there, and I feel like I might hit 12k followers this month, and that would be really, really nice. So let's keep driving it out there. If you have any friends you know that would love my content, then please feel free to share it as well. I'm always happy to do a couple of giveaways and things as well if that is motivating to you guys, so let me know. So these are the ingredients that I've got to make the beef pho. I've got some super low cal noodles. This is the broth that I bought from Coles, chicken and beef pho broth. I've got some mushroom, extra lean beef stir fry strips, and a red onion. I think I'm missing like bean shoots or something, so I'll see if Jazz can pick some up on the way.